This particular material is a condensed form of a detailed training, which is a 2-day class. I will switch between this presentation and to the details if needed to give you certain updates, because this was done back in 2007, and this was, as you can see, the DVCon, Design Verification Conference, and my co-authors Ben Cohen, Ajita, that's my wife. She was she started this company, and that's the one that you see there. Back then, I was part of Synopsys, and I was involved in coding small space classes, and we co-authored with Ben Cohen a book on VMN, and that's the detail you find it here. And myself and Ben, we presented this tutorial for about 1 day, 6 hours in DVCon. So I'm reusing the same material, and this is not very hands-on. There were no labs around it, but we do have a FIFO model. Don't know if I have given it to you, but probably I did, and I can give you. But the only side effect is it won't compile out of the box, because we know that there were issues, and that could be a good debug experiment as well, because there are several things that will fail and how we fix them. But you know, we could do that later. Right now, let's get started with this. So back then, this was the book on VMN. This is the reference book. Hopefully, you have seen this. It's definitely worth having this book, especially for those who work with customers, because it not only explains the base classes, but also puts a lot of theory behind some of these things, like functional coverage, the assertion-based verification, and saying what is a good assertion, what is not, and why it is so, and you know, all that. It's a very, very valuable book. If you ask me, something should be there in every company that does verification. We have a couple of copies here. This is useful. Do not get into the details of each base class. That's not really more. That's useful, and that's for the true developer, I think. Anyway, my take on it is, once you support SystemVerilog to a large extent, running the base class, you don't have to read the base class. Wherever it fails, you can go and fix it. That's the way I look at it. But then there is precursor to this is the Chris Pierce book. Very, very valuable book. Again, worldwide recommended by SystemVerilog for Verification by Chris Pierce. As you know, probably he's like a Daniel Mike on Synopsys side. His rendering of SystemVerilog to verification was excellent. And then we wrote this book because we read we knew this. We read this book, we couldn't figure out what's going on. And myself and Ben and Ajita, we started down and figured out how we use this. We took a FIFO example. We started writing VMN based on this book. It was tough. So we learned we did a lot of mistakes, and we learned it on the way. We captured it, then we published it as a book. And it's got pragmatic approach to VMN production. And as recently as last week, Ben is now looking at, can we do the same for UVM? I said I don't have time, but we'll see. But this book is still alive and valid, and some details over here. It's published in 2006. So this is the overall agenda. We split this into two. One is VMM guts. Let's get up to speed. This will get you up to speed on VMM. Structure overview, transactions and channel, generator, and the functional transactors, and building the environment, program, test bench. Then look at the advanced part, wherein the same ideas like the factories come in. We have callbacks and coverage, little less on notification today, and then scenario generator, scheduler, broadcaster, and then